Hello, it's Friday, November the 21st, 2025, and I'm out on a walk. Would you like to join me? We're currently walking on Market Street in the Portland part of Louisville. We're actually pretty close to the western edge of Portland. On the other side is the Shawnee neighborhood. I don't care how long I live here, I'm never going to know all these little neighborhoods that make up this city. It seems as though every month or two I learn of a completely new one I've never even imagined. Asshole. Picked a noisy place to start this video. I should make some music. This might actually start off with some theme music of some kind, because God, the exhaust on that car, Jesus. In addition to being obnoxiously loud. Stinky. Must be using some kind of high sulfur fuel. I'm gonna be working on some sound projects today because it's wet, and I don't think it's gonna get any drier. I was visited last night by a friend I haven't seen in quite a while, probably 15 years. His name's Steve Braithwaite. I never can get that right. He's one of the art car artists. He's got the big banana car, and if you don't know what that is, actually, I'll just toss that in right here. And that's what the big banana car looks like. It's pretty cool. I thought that traveling in my back car, it took a lot of time to get gas, because everybody wants to talk about the weird cars. But he was just like, yeah, it takes an hour to get gas, which is understandable. I mean, it's pretty cool. It's built on an F-150 chassis, but it's longer by quite a bit than a pickup truck is. The banana part of it goes well past the back bumper, and it has 4 seats in a row. The chassis right down the center or the body's right down the center of the chassis. What did you find? Someone leave some chicken for you over there? Anyway, he sells rides on it to help finance his trips, and he's also a fellow writer, so we spent a good deal of time last night talking about writing projects and the process of writing, and that was fun. So we kind of skated around politics a little bit. He's a little bit more libertarian, I think, than I am, but also way more liberal than he realized until he was here and learned what American conservatism is like. Now he doesn't want anything to do with that. He's from England, so he was raised voting for I think he said he voted for Thatcher back in the day, which I kind of rolled my eyes at. But he also understood why I was rolling my eyes. Anyway, it was kind of cool seeing him, and I hope he has safe journeys. He's going to head out to, he left this morning going to Arkansas, and from there he is going to down, I guess, into Texas. He's probably going to go through Houston, I'm sure, because that's where the big art car parade is, and there's museums, and there's a lot of art car artists, so I'm sure he's got plenty of places to stay, etc. Then he's going to go along the southern border to California and then go up the coast. I think that's what it looked like. I do like his travel plan is just a really wide swath that he's going to vaguely follow to get from Michigan to back to Michigan, maybe. He said he might actually park the banana car for a bit and fly back. Can't remember his reasoning for it, but we talked about so much stuff that I wonder I can remember what I am remembering. Speaking of politics, the Congress finally came back into session after some Dems defected and voted for to open the government back up. I kind of wish they hadn't done that, but at the same time, the Republicans were never going to negotiate in any way because that's not what they do. And I'm guarantee you money that they were lied to about there being an ACA vote, because there's absolutely, even though the Senate said that they would bring up, a bill that would cover all the Medicaid expansion stuff. Johnson has not said that he will do anything with it when it gets to the House, and I don't for a second believe that son of a bitch will do anything like that. That's not his version of Jesus. Wants people to starve and wants them to remain poor and wants them to have difficulty affording anything because they deserve it, because they're poor. That's what his Jesus thinks. Actually, his Jesus is not thinking very well right now. He seems to be quite demented. So I don't think the Epstein files are actually going to see the light of day. Probably before the midterms, because Trump pulled those little stunt of demanding that Pam Bondi open investigations into all these people, which means that she can just say that, there's an ongoing investigation, I can't release, 99% of it. Oh, but here's one that's got Bill Clinton's name in it. That's exactly what's going to happen. We're not going to get any of the shit that mentions Trump, despite the fact in these emails that were released, he's mentioned like 1,200 times, and the next nearest person was like 300 times, or 200 even, which still seems like a lot, but he had a lot of very influential friends that apparently like to fuck children, which is absolutely positive that our felon-in-chief really enjoys young girls and young boys, for what it appears the information that's coming out. He was on New York's swinging scene, and in the disco era, so who knows, he might have blown Mick Jagger at some point. God, there's no telling. It's kind of depressing to be an American right now because of, the country's being run by about 20% of the country, and nobody else likes it, and there's not a goddamn thing we can do about it. And there's still probably 40% of the country that has no fucking idea what's going on. And there's just like, why are my groceries so expensive? And I can tell you right now, the cost of coffee's gone through the roof, which I don't like. I go through a pound of that stuff every week, pretty much. Probably every 2 weeks. How does she do that? She just disappeared. Oh, there she is. Black dog in the woods. It becomes invisible almost instantly. I can see your little silhouette. So we are approaching back at my house. This is not going to be a long walk day. Actually, I had a pretty long walk, but I didn't decide to start recording this until the last mile. of our walk, we will, that's that, good work well, good work, good well, work well, work, something, industries where they pack up trucks. Apparently a lot of liquor goes out of there. I don't know, I guess maybe they come in train cars and go out in trucks, or I don't know if the trucks come in. I don't know. They're constantly trying to maneuver through these little narrow streets, which is just like, don't they give you instructions? There's kind of an easy way to do this. You go down to Market Street and take a left, and then you go to 32nd Street and take a left, and then you just drive straight into the front of the place instead of trying to take those giant semi-trucks through this. And this is not the narrow one. They regularly turn down that next street. And let's go down the alley, Dakota. Come on. That's I-264, which is the Waterson Expressway up there. And does a little zigzag through here to destroy the neighborhood. Pretty sure that was the whole purpose of this. Too many brown-skinned people. You will note that it's not a single sound barrier anywhere, and there isn't until you get to the middle of the city, and then there's huge ones. You know, not really sure what the difference is between the population there and the population here. I feel like it's just white on the tip of my nose. Man, I don't know where that bitch came from. So this is a constant. I mean, it's in my backyard, so the fact that they have not erected walls through here, despite the density of the population, I mean, it's all sort of upper middle class white people that live in the areas that have the nice big walls. Oh, we're out of the rain now. There's doodlebugs under here. But it's kind of damp. They're going to be hard to find. Let's see if I can see one. This has been driven on recently. They're so cool. I really want to get a picture of one. They're not that hard to catch if you've got a little scoop. But yeah, I think, no, those are cat paw marks. They make these little like cones, and they hide at the bottom of them. And then when some hapless beetle or whatever comes along, slides down the sides of it and gets to the bottom, these things come out. They are ferocious looking. They're very small, but they are just vicious looking things. And I'm not seeing one anywhere. I don't know if when it gets damp like this, if they hide out or oh well, I don't know why I'm walking back and forth looking for that. Well, I think that's going to be it for this walk today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed getting a look at the banana car. And I guess I need to wait here while Dakota eats this tree. Go for it, Dakota. It's so slippery on anyway. And it's not going to do really well under here. Obviously, nothing grows. Alrighty, well, thanks for coming for a walk with me. Hope you have a great weekend. And we'll do this again soon. It's been too long since I put one of these out. It's this weather. It's supposed to be nice tomorrow, though. Alrighty, we'll talk to you later.